yourselves in the ways of mathematics.
I am the wizard Malgaroth the Black. Black because I hate everything. Well, almost everything. So I guess Malgaroth the really dark grey. But what I hate most of all is mathematics, and I will ensure that you little pests learn no mathematics at all.
I am Bertram the Bald, and I am here to defend this math kingdom against all its enemies.
My son the king has such excellent ideas. So, if we are to create this glorious math kingdom, follow me to the library so we can have our math lessons. Welcome, lords and ladies. My son, His Majesty the King, has commanded that today you learn how to name and describe the properties of a cube, cuboid, sphere, cone, cylinder, and pyramid. He has also commanded that you should count the faces, edges, and vertices of a 3D shape. Finally, he has commanded that you read and write the names of 3D shapes. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Oh, White Knight, these fights of ours are really dragging along. Snuggles, get him!
Go, Sir Bertram. It's no big deal. You just have the fate of the entire kingdom in your hands.
Today, we will be looking at 3-dimensional shapes. They are called 3-dimensional shapes because they spread out in 3 dimensions. They have height, length, and width. An easier name for these shapes is 3D shapes. Now, what is this shape called? The properties of this shape tell us that it is a cube. The properties of a 3-dimensional shape are the number of vertices. Remember, vertices are corners. The number of edges, the shape of the faces, and the number of faces. Now, let's see if we can identify these properties and count them. What part of a 3D shape do you think is called the face? Some of you knew that. Well done. The face of a shape is the flat part. The part that doesn't have any bits sticking out. Now, you can remember that the face of a shape is the flat part by reminding yourself it's the part that looks out from the shape. It's important to see how many faces there are on the shape and what shape the faces are. Take a look at this cube. All of its faces are the same shape. What shape are the faces of this cube? That's right. This cube has square faces. How many faces does the cube have? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A cube has 6 faces. Now, what part of the shape do you think the edges are? All right, that was a bit more difficult. The edges are the place where 2 faces meet. They're like lines on the 3D shape. All right, how many edges do you think a cube has? A cube has more edges than you think. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A cube has 12 edges. Now, do you remember what vertices are? We talked about them in 2D shapes. That's right, well remembered. 2D shapes are corners. Those are the pointy bits, where the shape is pointed. On something like a cube, a vertex, remember, when we're talking about one corner of a shape, it is a vertex. If we're talking about more than one, they are vertices. On a shape like a cube, a vertex is where 3 faces come together. So how many vertices do you think a cube has? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A cube has 8 vertices. If you have a box at home, you can get it out and use it to help you count the faces, the edges, and the vertices. Let's try another shape. Now, take a look at this shape. Do you know what this 3D shape is called? Some of you do. Well done. This is a cylinder. Let's take a look at the faces of a cylinder. We have a face that is a circle. How many faces does a cylinder have? Well, it's got a face, a flat face at the top. It's got a flat face on the bottom. And it's got a curved face all around. It has 3 faces. How many edges does a cylinder have? Quite right. It has 2 edges. It's got an edge along the top and it has an edge along the bottom. How many vertices does a cylinder have? Yes, some of you realise that was a trick. It has no vertices. There are no corners on a cylinder, no pointy bits. So, a cylinder has 3 faces, 2 edges, and no vertices. Very well done. Let's try another one.
Ladies, please, I am spoken for.
Good news?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey!
Buddy!
Take a look at this shape. Do you know what this shape is called? Very often we call it a ball, but that is not the proper name for this shape. This shape is called a sphere. How many faces do you think this shape has? Remember, the faces are the smooth parts. This one is a tricky one. It has one face. It has one face that goes round and round. How many edges do you think this shape has? Good, I didn't fool you that time. There are no edges on this shape. Remember, an edge is where 2 faces come together, and this shape doesn't have 2 faces. So it has no edges. How many vertices do you think this shape has? Very, very good. This shape has no vertices. There are no pointy bits. There are no corners on a sphere. Very well done. I am incredibly pleased with you, and I will be sure to tell His Majesty how well you are doing.
Well done, my subject. You have done well in the subject of mathematics.